Ikuzo.
And Jurassic Park world, it's all about genetics, recreating the dinosaurs, re-extincting them. And we have this news that I think some Russian scientists are working to revive the mammoths.
Of course, they're Russians. Of course, yeah.
So the mammoths came from Russia.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
All the way to Egypt.
Oh, yeah. So there's basically vast surfaces of permafrost in, like north of Kamchatka in Siberia. And now that it's illegal to buy and sell ivory from elephants, the new ivory is mammoth ivory. That's legal to sell.
Mammoth.
And there's a huge market for ivory.
Yeah.
So people are taking these giant tusks and, the Chinese are carving them into carved tusks, and they sell for tens of millions of dollars, one tooth.
Didn't know that.
But at the same time, just this year, so obviously they find recently unfrozen mammals with flesh. They found a wolf with all of its fur rotting. It's like a recent wolf, and it's 14,000 years old. But they just found another mammoth in Alaska in the same sort of conditions.
Yeah, I read about it.
Soft tissue.
On the riverbank, right?
Yeah. So people have been working on this. So it's interesting. Believe it or not, right now, we can only clone mammals. We can't clone reptiles, insects, birds. We can only clone mammals. So it just has to do with how you get the information into an embryo, and then that embryo into an egg, which we don't have to do with mammals. So we take the embryo from a mammal, create it in a lab. Basically they take the center of a cell out and they put the DNA from another cell, and then it starts growing up into an embryo. Then they implant it. So to do it with a mammoth, you have to take the closest elephant species to a mammoth and implant that, and then hope that mother elephant can take that to term, and hope the gestation period is close enough that you can then produce a baby mammoth. Turns out the closest living relative to a mammoth is the Asian elephant.
Yeah.
So that's the plan. And so that's what people are working on, but they haven't gotten there. I expect they will get there in our lifetime. But they will have a clone of one mammoth. They will not bring back an entire species. Right? It'll be a hairy African elephant.
Yeah.